Good evening. Today we will be covering Nifty 50 analysis via Goodwill Wealth Management website. So starting with the equity market. So first we can see that in the NSE the opening price of the equity was rupees 16,578.45 and the previous closing price was rupees 16,661.4. While talking about the today's highs and lows, the high was rupees 16,690.75 and the low was rupees 16,521.9. While talking about the advances and declines, there were around 1039 companies who had been closed on the positive sides, while on the decline side there were 921 companies. On the left side you can basically see the chart in order to analyze the equity market flow, and from here you can basically see the time frame. It can be intraday, weekly, monthly, yearly, or even beyond that. After that we will come to the sectoral performance of the Nifty indices. So for the top performance we have Nifty Realty, Nifty PAC, Nifty Media, Nifty Metal, and finally at last we have Nifty Automobiles. While for the underperforming sector we have Nifty Energy, Nifty PSU Bank, Nifty Bank, followed by Nifty Financials and Nifty Services. If you want to have a more general or broad outlook, then we can go for the global indices. For US we have Nasdaq of rupees 12,131.13. For UK we have S&P 100, that is rupees 4,158.24, and similarly we can basically see the indices like Germany and Japan. Coming to the stock market statistics, for top gainers we have the companies like ONGC, Mahindra Mahindra, NTPC, Coal India, JSW Steel, and Apollo Hospital. While on the column we can basically get to know more about the financials of the company. Like for LTP, meaning the last trade price for the ONGC was rupees 151.25. The changes in term of rupees for ONGC was around 7.2, while changes in term of percentage was around 5%. The previous closing price of ONGC was rupees 144.05. While talking about the highs and lows, the high of the ONGC was rupees 153 and the low was rupees 145.4. Coming to the top losers, we have the following companies like Sun Pharma, Kotak Mahindra, HDFC, and so on. Now coming to the volume toppers, we have the companies like NTPC, ONGC, Bharti Airtel, Hindalco, and so on. And from here we can basically see the number of shares traded in today's market for the following companies. Like for NTPC we have around 124,65,699 shares traded, while for the value toppers we have the following companies like Reliance, Bharti Airtel, Kotak Mahindra, Infosys, Sun Pharma, and Maruti Suzuki. And from here we can basically see the value of the companies in terms of lakhs. Like for Bharti Airtel it was 0.03 lakhs, while the low for the Bharti Airtel was around 692.6 rupees and the high was around 706.6 rupees. After that, if you want to know more about the market news in the equity segment, then we can just go at the bottom of the page and we can clearly see that there is news about hot pursue, market commentary, economy news, and foreign news. After that we can basically see the commodity segment. In the commodities, that is in the multi-commodity exchange market, we can first basically select any of the symbol that we want to analyze, and from here we can basically check the expiry date. On the left side we can basically see the chart. Like for the gold, the opening price of gold was rupees 50,920 and the previous closing price of gold was rupees 50,915 on the expiry date of 3 June 2022, while the high price of the gold was rupees 51,180 and the low was around 50,903. Talking about the statistics in the commodities market, for the top gainers we have crude oil and cotton. For top losers we have menthol oil, natural gas, while for volume toppers we have silver, crude oil, and silver. And for value toppers we have the following symbols like crude oil, gold, and silver. After that, from here we can basically see the new highs and lows for the commodity segment, and at the bottom we can basically see the news regarding the commodities, pre-session, mid-session, end session, and some miscellaneous commodity news. After that, coming to the derivative segment, we can basically first select the instrument like futures or options. After that we can select the symbol, expiry date, and the option type. And on the left we can basically see the chart of Nifty, Bank Nifty, or CNXIT in respect of price and times. For top gainers in terms of derivative segment we have the following symbols. For top losers we have the following symbols, and in the similar fashion we can check for top volume and top value. While from here we can basically see the put call ratio analysis, and from here you can basically check the latest news regarding the derivatives. After that, coming to the mutual fund segment, we have basically three different categories like equity, debt, and hybrid, which is a combination of equity and debt. This is basically the time frame, that is monthly, half yearly, and yearly. And from here we can basically see the returns and can make a comparison between equity, debt, and hybrid. And on the right we can basically see which of the scheme have been performing best in the market in terms of net asset value and the rate of returns. It can be weekly, monthly, 3 months, half yearly, yearly, or even beyond that. From here we can basically see the returns on the categories, and at the last we can basically see the news regarding the mutual fund segment. Finally, coming to the IPOs, we basically have the variety of IPO returns in terms of companies, and this is basically the allotment. After that we can see the upcoming IPOs, the open IPOs, and the IPOs that have already been closed. And from here we can basically see the newly listed IPOs in the NSE or BSE market. And from here we can basically see the newly listed IPOs in the NSE and the BSE market. And on the right side we can basically see the prospectus of the company if you want to know about the historical performance and the mission and visions about the companies. Like here on May 27th at 10:33 AM Indian Standard Time, the Aether Industries IPO ends with good subscription, so we can basically get more of the news just like this. So please do like, subscribe and share the video, and that's it for today. Thank you.